5-minute reviews. The Seige. Carl Weathers' directorial debut is probably one of my favourite ever Mandalorian stories. There's just something about this story that really excites me, but also he kind of scares you with ongoing stories. So let's begin. I love the start where we see Din and Grogu, bonding, trying to fix her ship, and then also eating, and Seige goes to Nara. It's just one of those moments where you see father and son, my babies. And then we got Cara dealing with some criminals. And then we have the scene where they go to Navarro to get repairs, but someone, whatever way, puts a tag, and I'll explain that later on. I like the whole story of them leaving Grogu to learn stuff, and here's a bit of fun there, whilst they go on a mission along with the Mithril to destroy Imperial base. And it has some important moments, for example, the moaning of the Mithril. I can't stop laughing at it. Grieve loses his temper with the Mithril once again, classic. And then Cara's iconic sayings, and of course, Din taking out some heroes with ease. What? That's a moment. And I love the fact that they actually do ease, but when it gets out, it's the point where they have to get out, it gets out, and then they discover that Moff Gideon is alive, and Grogu is still in a dangerous spot. So he has to go back and get Grogu before they get him. And that's a very important moment, because he knows that Grogu is in need of help and needs to be safe before they get his hands on him and use his blood in. And then there's this iconic escape sequence where they go on one of the ships, and then Grieve's shooting at the TIE fighters and the soldiers, and it's one of those important but iconic moments. And it's just amazing to see all the action, in this story, because there's a lot of action in this series, and this is when it really gets, because it is the halfway point, and things need to excel. And then Din and Grogu come to save him, with Grogu reveals to be safe, and Din just goes on the shooting rampage. And Grogu seems to have this thing where he likes violence. Mind you, he is quite old, but still, a kid seen and being encouraged to love violence? I mean, what? And that's amazing. And he ends up being sick because he's eating too much macaroons throughout the episode. And I think the speed kind of did cause that. And then he decides to leave. And then it's revealed that what I said earlier about, the ship being attacked, it's a beacon, and the Imperials are onto him. Very onto him. And that's a very important point, because Moff wants the child and will not stop at nothing. And that's what makes that scene very important, especially when you go into the second half. I love the whole scenery, I love the character work, I just loved Din and the gang. They felt like a gang I would love to hang out with, if I'm going to be honest, because I enjoy little small gangs, and they make it amazing. I'm like, I would love to travel and stop Imperial with them. That's what I would love, and that's why it's so cool. And once again, Carl Weathers did an amazing job, and I'm excited to see what he does in an upcoming episode, because whether it's Carl Weathers or in, he always delivers with something amazing. I love this episode. This is definitely one of my favourites, and of course, very important in the lead up to the finale. I hope you enjoyed this 5-minute review. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Thank you for listening to the podcast. Subscribe to Phasma and Jarens and stay tuned for more podcasts. See ya!